Good morning, YouTube. Welcome back to another video. Let's get a quick weigh in. Get the video started. All right, guys, 183.5 on today's weigh-in. Super excited for that. 5 pounds up, not too bad. You're probably like, wait, you just said 5 pounds up. Yes, I did. We had some company in town and we basically ate out every single day. We kind of ate whatever we wanted. We tried to be a little bit mindful, try to eat a little bit more chicken, not eat all the fries, that sort of thing. We are on week 15 now. And, you know, to come to this point and just kind of throw it all out the door, I don't think is what we worked for. I know the bigger picture here is we are 7 days away from heading to the Grand Caymans. Very excited for that trip. This is why I kind of really wanted to, you know, finish up the 12-week cut right before July 4th, and then we obviously got COVID. That put a strain in everything. Now, the biggest thing I can tell you is just go with the flow. Things like this are gonna happen. I knew this was gonna happen. I knew my structure and my plan for this month was gonna be, I'm gonna have 5 days of just kind of eating whatever I wanted to eat and enjoying my time. So this is not a big deal. 5 pounds is not a big deal. Now let's talk about the videos and how we're gonna structure. We're filming every single day for the next 6 days, guys. Crazy enough to say I have not filmed, I think, every single day in a long time, okay? We're gonna do videos essentially every 2 days. So every 2 days worth of content, we're gonna create a video, I think is how we're gonna be able to do this. I've planned it all out, written it all out. Can't show you all the information here. Gotta keep it, you know, secret here. I'm very excited for this. This is a way for, I think, for you guys to come back from a vacation, from a weekend with the boys, whatever you want to call it, and you kind of went off the rails and how you can reset. These are some tips and tricks in terms of resetting. Now, I'm not saying to do exactly what I'm doing because I'm going to the extreme, I would say, level of doing things. Because I know how my body works and I've done this enough times to kind of understand it. And so I'm excited to kind of jump into it. Now, first things first, the biggest thing you can do after a weekend is drink lots of water. That may seem counterintuitive because you're trying to lose water weight, but trust me, 2 gallons of water is what we're going for today and tomorrow. And then we're gonna start scaling back our water and kind of like tightening everything up. So 2 gallons of water, guys. I don't personally count coffee, I don't count sodas, I don't count pre-workout, I don't count any of that sort of stuff. Energy drinks, nothing. Water, hydrocharged, that's all I'm counting. So 2 gallons of water today, we're gonna be flushing, which like I said, it seems kind of weird, but you need to flush your body of all the excess water that your body's retaining. You have a lot of salt, more than likely, in your body. Second thing, we're not gonna be eating breakfast first thing in the morning and then going to the gym about an hour or two later. We're actually gonna start doing our cardio first thing in the morning fasted. Again, water, pre-workout for today's cardio, and pretty much probably every single cardio session in the morning is just gonna be a cup of coffee. We are gonna try to limit our kind of stimulants and, you know, bloating up with, you know, taking energy drinks and those sort of things. Now, I'm not saying I'm not gonna drink any. I don't know. I'm not gonna be super strict about that, but I am gonna try to scale back any sort of energy drinks. Definitely no Coke Zeros, no soda, basically sticking to water as much as we can, coffee, and, you know, I might throw in an energy drink, a Ghost Energy, because it is natural caffeine. But I'm trying to stay away from a lot of artificial colors, flavors, all that sort of things that can potentially add bloat to my body. I need to flush. I need to stay as clean as we possibly can. Now, in terms of carbs, I am doing carb manipulation these next 7 days. So what does that mean? Carb manipulation, that means we're gonna have high carb, low carb, normal carb kind of days. To start, obviously, we're gonna stay in a normal range. We're not gonna kind of go over, we're not gonna go under. We're gonna kind of stay right around 200 grams of carbs. We're tracking everything with MyFitnessPal. We did not track the last week, essentially, but we were in the gym the last week. So I can tell you that, like, my consistency, I still feel really good about it. But I think overall, it is gonna be hard. It's gonna be tough to kind of mentally get through this, but at the end of the day, it's 6 days of workouts, 6 days of kind of cleaning everything up, and 7 days until we leave. And so I think the key thing here is keeping the bigger picture here in mind, because that is the most important thing. So again, I'm gonna finish up this cup of coffee, guys. I'm gonna tell you exactly the cardio that we're gonna do this morning and kind of just a cardio idea for you that I think is beneficial. We're gonna drink probably this whole glass of water before we head off to the gym here at the apartment. And then we'll probably drink one more of these during or like after, you know, kind of finishing up that cardio session. and we'll tell you exactly where we're at with the water count per se. All right, here in the apartment gym, finishing up this last little bit of water before we get into cardio. Now, my key here with treadmill cardio, it's kind of a rule. It's a 12-3-30. Okay, so incline at 12, speed at 3 miles per hour, and then 30 minutes. Now today I'm gonna go 35 minutes, and I'm actually gonna go with a 15 incline and go at 3 miles per hour, burn a few extra calories there. So let's jump into it. All right, so we just finished up the cardio. We ate some breakfast, the standard oats, egg whites, and turkey bacon, just kind of my usual go-to. And we did finish a whole nother bottle of water, and we are on to our third bottle here. That's gonna put us at, what is that, 64, 96 ounces of water. We have 256 ounces to go. Well, 256 ounces total to create our 2 gallons of water. I'm about ready to hop on a Zoom call with Brent. I know you guys have heard a lot about him. I'm gonna show a few clips from our Zoom call. Perfect. Yep, we're all set.
Let's go. There you go. So what are the stats? What did you start at, and what are you down to now?
Started at 210.5. This morning's weigh-in was 183.5.
Maintained a good amount of strength?
Yeah, hopefully.
There you go. I know you're eating super healthy. Have you stayed off the drinking for these 12 weeks?
No.
It's kind of, yeah, if those carbs kind of mirror what you're doing with water, that's going to be good. But yeah, so what we try to do with you, Vince, in the program, that first month, we really tried to lay the base, the foundation, right? I mean, I'm just one of the co-owners here at F45 East Village, so if anyone's ever in San Diego, hit us up. We have an Instagram page. I have an Instagram page, but yeah, the name's Brent Lagasse, and then F45 East Village here in downtown San Diego is pretty awesome.
Fantastic podcast, guys. Big shout out to Brent for coming on and taking the time to kind of chat with myself as well with you guys. If you want to listen to the full podcast, make sure you check it out on all major podcast platforms. Give it a 5-star rating if you guys enjoy it. There's a lot of great content on there that I'm not able to show necessarily in the videos. It would just make the videos too long. So it's that long format kind of content that you might be looking for. So go ahead and check that out. I really appreciate you guys doing that. With that being said, if you guys want to check out Brent and learn more, hit him up, whatever you want to do, hit him up on Instagram at Brent Lags, L-A-G-S. You can hit up their F45 IG as well, F45_training_East Village. They are located in downtown San Diego. So if you're in town in San Diego, you guys want to get a quick workout in that's really efficient and you're going to burn some fat, definitely hit up Brent. Great set of trainers there at F45. And again, I can't stress this enough. I really appreciate him coming on today. So with that, guys, I'm going to head off to the gym. We're going to come back. We're going to talk about a few other things and get on with the rest of our day. All right, guys, it is currently 9 p.m. We had a great workout. Definitely feeling the pumps. You know, those drop sets are really key. And it's interesting because it's really just kind of this pyramid scheme in terms of the majority of the sets and the exercises is you kind of warm up to that top line of 10 reps and then you kind of come back down onto the same, but you know, no rest in between. So we are at 224 ounces of water so far, and we have 32 left to go. So we're gonna get the rest of this back for the night. We are gonna drink a little bit of probably some sleepy time tea, kind of my way of kind of winding down for the night and just kind of helping me get some good solid sleep. But I wanted to show you one quick recipe that I've been doing the last few weeks that I've really enjoyed. And this is a new one. This one tastes phenomenal. And it's basically what we like to call spa water. It's gonna help us drink more water. It's gonna taste really good and honestly 0 calories. So what we have here, what you'll need is 1 lemon. You'll need some strawberries and then some fresh mint, okay? That's all you're gonna need. And then obviously just a pitcher of water. You can buy one of these like infusers. It costs about 20 bucks on Amazon. Honestly, it's pretty slick. And so yeah, we're gonna make some spa water for tomorrow. Tonight, we're just gonna finish off with the rest of the water. So what we're gonna do is cut a couple slices of our lemon. And just remember, like lemons, limes, anything acidic is gonna have a really high like kind of flavor profile to it. So just kind of keep that in mind. You don't wanna overpower the water by putting too much lemon, too much lime, too much orange, those sort of flavors. It'll just kind of become like really citrusy and really orangey. Okay, so what I like to do is start with the lemon, take a strawberry, basically cut this in half, or cut the stem off, and then I cut it vertically in half. And what I'll do is I'll put basically one half, the other half in there, and then I'll do another set of lemon. Then we're gonna take a sprig of our mint, which this is some older mint that we had from last week from our initial recipe. And then we're gonna put another, basically you kind of go every other in terms of what you're putting into the infuser, and do that. And then a little more lemon, and we'll do the other sprig of mint here. Take a little bit more of some fresh mint here, and we're gonna kind of rip that stem off and just kind of finish this off on top with one more strawberry. We're gonna put a fatty in here. We probably cut this in fourths, yeah. So we'll put that in there, one more, kabam. Okay, so then what happens here, look at all that fresh fruit. Looks amazing, good color. Fresh fruit is always the best way to go. The thing about this, I will tell you, is you're gonna have to switch this out, I would say at a max, like max 2 days. You do not want this sitting in the water for too long, or else it's really just gonna like break down. It's not gonna taste good. And honestly, I just would not recommend it. Honestly, I change this out usually every 24 hours. So tomorrow night, I'll make another batch. It is kind of, I guess you could say somewhat wasteful, but honestly, it just makes the water taste so good that you're just never gonna wanna stop drinking it. And especially since we're upping our water intake to 2 gallons, I'll be honest guys, it's kinda hard. And I'm peeing like nonstop. So with the rest of our lemon, we're actually just gonna toss that into the water itself. And then I'm just gonna cut up 2 strawberries here. Same thing, halve them vertically and kind of toss those in here. Kabam! Throw a little mint leaf in there since we got a couple just kind of stragglers here in this case, and we're good to go. All you're gonna do is pop this in here like this, and you're gonna pop this in the fridge. By tomorrow morning, I'll show you guys what it looks like. It's gonna be kind of a reddish color. The strawberries tend to like release that red coloring. And like I said, it's gonna taste amazing. All right, so let's go ahead and talk about our caloric intake for the day, because honestly, I think it's really important to talk about and kind of show you exactly how I'm kind of slowly coming down off of the carbs, high carb, low carb, and kind of give you those numbers. So for today, we only had 1,856 calories. Of that, we got all of our protein in, 190 grams. We ate 213 grams of carbs, so a little bit higher than kind of what we were hoping to do. We were trying to stay right around 200, 205. And then our fats were abnormally low, 25 grams of fat. The goal per se is 50 if I was trying to hit somewhere around 2,000 calories, but we are trying to stay a little bit lower. Now, just because this happens, what can happen now tomorrow is, let's just say my carbs are really low and my fats are really high. It's gonna balance itself out throughout the week. We look at things on a weekly basis, not necessarily on the daily. I think it's better to look at it long-term rather than kind of a single day. So just kind of keep that in mind. I think it's really important. But protein goal, hit it right on the mark, which is fantastic. Really happy about that. Like I said, guys, we're gonna finish up this last 32 ounces of water. We're gonna have a cup of tea. We're gonna head to bed. We'll catch you guys in the morning for a weigh-in, and we'll go from there. All right, next morning, we are ready to go. Here is that spa water that we were talking about last night, kind of that reddish kind of color here, and we're gonna pour ourselves a glass. That weigh in 2 pounds down from yesterday, pretty crazy. So let's give this a nice little taste test. So you get the citrus from the lemon initially, a lot of strawberry kind of flavor, and then the mint just kind of balances everything out. It's absolutely fantastic way to drink more water, kind of change it up. Again, things can get monotonous when you do like especially 2 gallons of water. This is 20 ounces of water here. We just finished up 40 minutes of cardio this morning, and we're making our classic breakfast here. A couple pieces of turkey bacon, our oats, and then some egg whites. So with that, we'll catch you guys later in the gym. All right, guys, so welcome back to another commentary. We started off with a machine leg press. Rep ranges was 8, 5, 5, 3, 3. And then on this last set, you can see here, I'm really focusing on engaging as much muscle fibers as I can when I come back down on that last rep. Then we moved into a barbell squat. We did 4 sets of 10 and then 2 drop sets of 10 immediately after that last set of 10. And as you can see here, I'm just spent. This is one thing I will say with drop sets and squat. Take your time. Give yourself that 20 to 30 seconds in between each drop set, because more than likely you're going to be pretty much fried. It is one of the most caloric burning exercises you can do, so always kind of keep that in mind. Then we moved into a leg extension. Again, 3 sets of 10 and then 2 drop sets of 10 right after that. And man, I'm going to tell you, your quads are going to be absolutely on fire doing this movement, and adding those drop sets is just adding a ton of volume. Then we moved into one of my favorite hamstring exercises, the kneeling leg curl. I think this engages more of your hamstring than, a lying leg curl, as well as the seated. This is my number one go-to when it comes to hamstrings. Great isolation movement. Again, 3 sets of 10, 2 drop sets of 10. And I personally do it one leg at a time, and then I give myself about 30 seconds in between each leg to kind of recover. You don't want to go straight into it and kind of take away from that second leg, whether it's your right or your left, depending on where you go. So next up was the hip abduction and adductor machines. We did 3 sets of 10 and then 2 drop sets immediately after that third set. Now, I know these machines are kind of funny, but to be honest with you, they really do help open up the hip flexors, and that's honestly a big thing for me, especially when it comes to my squat depth, which I know is pretty much just at a 90 degree with my knees, but I'm really trying to open up my hip flexors, and I'm really considering like moving these 2 exercises to the beginning of my workout to help me with that depth and to get those things warmed up. I think it's really important. So then we moved into the last exercise, which was a hack squat, 4 sets of 8. I was actually supposed to do this exercise earlier in the workout, but I kind of forgot. But I hope you guys enjoyed this commentary. If you guys want to do this full workout, check out the description below. If you guys have any questions, make sure you leave a comment below. All right, guys, so I'm going to wrap up the video here. Just kind of quickly go through today's calories, and water-wise, we did hit 256 ounces of water, which I think is fantastic. Calorie-wise, 1,793 calories today. That is lower than my typical, especially with this additional cardio. There's a lot of things happening. But in terms of the macros, we hit 38 grams of fat, 194 grams of carbs, and 192 grams of protein. So overall, I feel really good about it. I'm probably gonna just head to bed, drink some sleepy time tea, try to get some good rest. We got some cardio tomorrow. We're gonna weigh in tomorrow in the next video, and we'll get into that, like I said, in the next video. Very excited for these 3 videos that we're gonna put out here, guys. Very excited for all the content coming. Hope you guys enjoyed the videos. If you guys did, make sure you smash that thumbs up button, hit the subscribe and bell for more content. And as always, we'll catch you guys in the next one.